Good morning, everybody. I just want you to come to your mat and take your cross-leg Sukhanasana, and just today we're just going to really think about settling ourselves into our body. We're going to be thinking about really listening to our bodies, listening to our minds, and really trying to settle ourselves in. So just maybe close your eyes, bring your hands, and maybe just to start with, just bring your palms down and just think about what it is your body, your mind needs today. I want you to think about a nice straight line from your head through to your heart, all the way down to your sit bones, and almost imagine that nice straight line. See if you maybe need to come backwards a little bit or forwards. Relax those shoulders. If you need a block, pop yourself off your block. Just take that attention inwards, just for a few breaths. And when you're ready, open your eyes, just ever so gently. And just take your left ear over to your left shoulder. Maybe stretch the right hand out. Just twist that neck ever so gently and look down towards that left shoulder. Lift yourself gently back up to center. If it feels okay here, you may want to keep those eyes closed. Just see how it feels for you, settling into yourself. Right ear over to the right shoulder. Left hand out. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Take a look to that shoulder. Back to center. And I just want you to take some circles with the upper body. Pause, go back in the opposite direction. Just imagine you're just finding a spot and a place to settle. Back to center. And gently, I want you to take your hands forward and just take yourself over that left knee. Let your head just hang. Try to ground that sit bone on the right hand side. Don't tip forward too much. And then I want you to gently bring your left hand to your side and lift that chest up towards the sky. Bring the hand up and over. Inhale, lift yourself up. Bring that right hand down to your left knee and take a twist. Think about that line again. Think about head, heart, sit bones. Don't fall backwards or forwards. Relax those shoulders. And gently bring yourself back to center and fold over that right knee. Head hang, relax your shoulders. Bring your right hand over, lift your chest up, bend that elbow down to the floor, find your breath. Inhale up, take a twist to the opposite side. Find your breath. Relax those shoulders. Come back to center. And just find those sit bones again. Find your Sukhasana. Take a couple of breaths. Think about that lovely straight line from your head to your heart to your sit bones. Now I'm just going to bring my hands facing up and I'm going to join my thumb and my middle finger. Just find your breath. Things are changing again, just settling back into ourselves. And then gently finding your way onto your hands and your knees. So thinking about that straight line from the tip of your head all the way to your tail. Nice deep breath. And then inhaling, lifting your chest, lifting your sit bones. Exhaling, rolling back under. 3 more times with your own breath. Bring yourself back to a straight spine. And I want you to take your left hand and bring it all the way under. Bring your right foot out towards the side. Try not to fall backwards, and you can either leave your right hand here or you could bring your hand to your spine and try and twist just a little bit further. One more breath. and back down to your mat. Lift your chest up, and we're going to sit down on that back foot and bring your right leg in. I'm just going to turn to the long end of my mat so you can see. So just find a comfortable spot here, and we're going to bring our hands back so our thumbs are on our fingertips. Think about that straight line. Find your breath. One more breath here. Take your hands back down to your mat. Come back down as if you're coming to your child's pose. And then I want you to bring your right hand and your left foot out and come all the way through. Thread that needle. And again, you could leave your left hand on the floor, or you could twist up towards the sky. Find your breath. Ground that foot. One more breath. And back down to the mat. Lift your chest up. Sit yourself down and back onto your right foot this time. Just going to twist around so you can see again. Thumbs to fingertips. Sit nice and tall. One more breath. Hands down to your mat. Back round for your child's pose. Relax those shoulders. Just find yourself just settling here. Think about, again, what it is you want to get from your practice today. Look up towards those hands. Tuck your toes. Lift those sit bones all the way up for the down facing dog. Relax those shoulders, let that head hang. Maybe take a little twist with that head from side to side. Find your breath. And gently walk yourself all the way to the front of your mat. Bend your knees, but just allow yourself just to maybe hang and sway here. Maybe move the hips. Maybe move the head. And then gently allow yourself to uncurl. And find your Tandasana. Really spread those feet, ground them on your mat. Again, find that lovely straight line from your head to your heart, to your tail, and your sit bones. I'm going to bring our hands out in front of us. Spread those palms. And gently and slowly come onto your tiptoes. I'm going to take 5 nice long breaths. Slowly lower down. And when you're ready, take that again. Either lower your heels, or if it's okay for you, just sweep your hands up and take a really slow forward fold. Everybody lower those heels. Lift your chest. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step back for your first plank. Stretching from the tip of your head all the way to your tail. When you're ready, pushing those heels back, knees, chest and chin through for cobra. Exhale, come down for down facing dog. Just finding your place in your second down facing dog, maybe twisting the head from side to side. And then lift that left heel up. Keep that right heel pressing down and bring that knee in between your hands. Hover. Inhale, back up. Exhale, in between your hands and hover. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring it all the way down and through. Lower your back knee to the floor. And again, just think about settling yourself in here. Maybe taking a little move from side to side, maybe straightening out that back foot a little and then bringing it tucked again. And then lift yourself up for a lunge. We're going to take our hands and we're going to press them together and just take them in a little prayer behind our head. So just resting our thumbs at the top of the spine. Just lift your chest up a little. Find your breath. Nice stretch along the front of the thigh. One more breath. Release those hands down. Maybe again, take yourself from side to side or backwards and forwards and settle. And then we're going to plant our left hand and we're going to bring our right hand all the way behind us. And just take a look towards that hand. Find your breath. Inhale. Bring it down to your mat. Tuck that back toe, lift your back knee. Inhale, bring your hands forwards and lift yourself all the way up. Find your breath. Again, we're going to bring our hands to prayer behind our head. One more. Inhale and exhale here. And then we're going to ground our back foot, keep our hands where they are. Find your warrior two legs. And then gently take your hand all the way down towards the floor for side angle pose. You can either leave your right hand behind your head and really twist your chest up, or if you want to, you could bring it all the way over. One more breath, and then inhale, lift ourselves up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, find your warrior just for a couple of breaths. Engage your core, strong legs, ground your feet. Cartwheel those hands back down to your mat. Step back for down facing dog or for plank and chaturanga. Exhale back, down facing dog. Few deep breaths here. Maybe twist your head. Settle in, maybe wiggle your hips or your knees. Lift your right heel up, in between your hands and hover. Inhale, push back. Hover. One more time. Inhale up, and then all the way through this time. Ground your back knee, maybe just straighten out your foot, and then tuck your toe again. Take it from side to side, just settle yourself in here. And then when you're ready, lift yourself up. Bring those hands to prayer behind your head. Lift that chest. One more breath. Bring that right hand down and your left hand behind you. Take a look towards that hand. Bring your hand back down to your mat. Prepare yourself to lift that back leg. Bring your hands up, lifting yourself all the way up. Find your breath. Hands to prayer behind the back of your head. Try to relax those shoulders here. Ground that back foot. Come round for warrior two legs. Those hands where they are. And then bring that right hand down. You can leave your left hand where it is and twist that chest. Or bring that left arm all the way over to side angle pose. Inhale, lift yourself up. Reverse your warrior. Bring yourself back down. Relax those shoulders, find your warrior. Cartwheel your hands all the way down, either down facing dog, or if you want to, you can chaturanga. Down facing dog. Settle in, take a few breaths here. Push those heels back. If you need to move, please do. Settle yourself in wherever you need to. Lift that left heel up towards the sky. Step it in between your hands. Find your breath. Settle yourself, maybe move the hips, maybe come backwards and forwards. Find your breath. Lift yourself all the way up. Hands to prayer behind your head. Settle yourself in. Then I want you to straighten that front leg, release your hands, and take a fold over that front leg. Let your head hang, back heel is still lifted off the ground. Step that back foot up the mat and come to your pyramid pose. Don't let that left hip come forwards. You could bring your blocks here if you need them. You could leave your hands on your hips, work with what you have available. If you want to, you could reverse your hands and take a fold. One more breath. And then we're going to bend our front knee, put our hand right at the top of our mat and lift our back leg for half moon pose. If you want to, you could leave your hand on your hip, work out where you are. Find your breath, find your balance. One more breath. Hand back down, back foot back down. Come up for a high lunge. So I'm just going to spin around on my mat so I'm facing you so you can see. But we are going to step ourselves forward for tree pose. So we're going to find our balance. We're going to ground that front foot and step our way through either here, or if you know you have the availability, you could bring it up here, hands to heart. And either stay here, or if it's available, you could bring your thumb to your fingertip. Lost my balance. Or you can take a little stretch to the side. Engage your core. Relax those shoulders. Bring it back up. And then take hold of your knee. Either going to keep it here, or if you want to, bring it out to the side and bring the opposite hand out again. Middle finger to thumb. Rise nice and tall. Bring that back knee in. Step it all the way back. Cartwheel those hands down. Back down to down facing dog or chaturanga from your lunge. Find your breath. Everybody meeting in down facing dog. Settling in here for a couple of breaths. Lifting that right heel, stepping it all the way in between the hands, coming up for your high lunge, your hands out in front of you, and then taking them for prayer behind the head. Find your breath. Straighten that front leg. Release your hands and take a fold. Keep that back foot lifted in your lunge foot. One more breath here. And then step that back foot forwards and come for pyramid pose. Keep that right hip pulling backwards. You could use your blocks, or you could keep your hands on your hips, or you could turn your hands facing backwards. Wherever you are, relax that neck, relax those shoulders. When you're ready, bend that front leg, hand to the front of your mat, and taking your half moon pose. Hand back down, ground that back foot, find your breath, lift yourself all the way back up. Stepping forwards for our tree pose. Engage your core. Remember, either foot to shin or to the top of your thigh. Find your nice aligned tree first. If you want to, thumb to middle finger, left hand down. Spin round so you can see. Find your breath. And then come back up. Release that leg. Take it to the front. And if you want to, out to the side. Middle finger to thumb. Find your breath. Think about that nice straight line from your head to your heart, to your sit bones. Bring it back in. Step it back. Come back for your lunge ever so briefly. Either straight to down facing dog, or if you want to, you could take a last chaturanga from plank. Last down facing dog. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, either step yourself through, or if you want to, you could just hop. So I'm going to come round for the long side of my mat again, and you're going to just bring yourself to Sukhanasana, but bring your right foot in front of you, your left hand behind you, and we're just going to lift our hips forwards and just really lift our chest back, stretch into that right hand. Slowly sit yourself back down and stretch that right foot all the way out. Sit nice and tall and exhale your way down that leg. Find your breath. Keep your left sit bones down. And then lift your chest. Maybe take the hand over your head. Slightly different stretch here. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Bring your right leg back in and take your left just in front of you, just off your mat. Bring your right hand behind you and lift your chest and your hips all the way up. Let that head hang. Lower yourself down. Take that right leg out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Lift your arms. Nice straight line. Exhale. Come all the way down. Flex those toes back towards you if they're not. One more breath here. And then lift your chest up towards the sky. And if you want to, you could bring your arm over. Slightly different stretch again. Keep flexing those toes back towards you on that stretch leg. Inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Bring your left foot back in. Bring your soles of your feet together for your cobbler pose. If you're using a block here, you could maybe put your block on your feet and just bring your hands to rest, your elbows to rest on your block and your hands to rest on your head. If not, and you've got the flexibility, you may want to bring your elbows to the floor And just rest your hands. Just thinking about settling into your body, into your mind. Thinking about what it was you needed from your practice. Releasing your head, lifting yourself back up, and then just bringing your knees in. We're going to roll ourselves all the way down towards our mat. Keeping our feet tucked into our body. And grounding our hands to the floor. Initially maybe just lifting our sit bones just slightly off the floor. And then imagine somebody is pulling you from your chest and your sit bones all at the same time. Lifting that chest, lifting those sit bones up, making sure the knees don't fall open, keeping your head straight. Coming for your bridge pose. Hold here for 3 more breaths. Slowly releasing down, just hugging those knees into our chest, maybe rocking from side to side. And then we're going to take our fish pose. So I want you to lift your sit bones, take those hands and those arms underneath your bottom, underneath your back, and stretch your feet out. And then we're going to lift up and look at our toes. Some of you may stay here. If you're able to, lower your head back, don't touch the floor. Inhale, lift, look up towards those toes again. Gently lower yourself down. And take a nice little hug for yourself again. Maybe rock from side to side. And then we're going to wrap our right leg under our left knee and then tuck that right foot under the back of our left shin. Bring our hands to the side and just allow those legs to fall over the left hand side. Inhale, bring them back in. Swap legs. And just again, allow those legs to fall over. Probably won't lower all the way down, but just as far as you can. Inhale, back up. Give those legs a little hug. Lower yourself down. Grab another low if you want one. Bring those toes and feet over to the corners of your mat. Really stretch your head along your mat. Relax your shoulders, hands facing the sky. Chin tuck maybe ever so slightly. And just settling into yourself again, noticing your points of contact with your mat. Really focusing on where your body meets the ground. Relaxing across your brow, your face, your ears, allowing the mouth to fall open, moving the tongue. Your jaw, your throat. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms and your hands, fingers, allowing them to fall away. Your chest, your spine, your hips, finally your legs, and your feet and toes. Trying to keep your mind settled and present. When you're ready, bringing your awareness back, wiggling your fingers and your toes, taking a breath, Maybe nice stretch. And pulling those knees in. Taking another hug. Gently coming onto your side. Maybe creating a nice pillow for your head. Slowly coming back up and finding your Sukhanasana, settling back in to yourself, your day ahead. Thinking about that line from your head to your heart, to your sit bones, and bringing your thumbs and your middle fingers together. Just give yourself a second. Maybe taking a little sway if you need to. Just settle yourself back in. And then coming to a still position. Chin tucked ever so slightly. And then sweeping those hands all the way up. Bringing them to your brow, to your throat, and your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye-bye.